it's like my twerk. I used to could twerk, I thought, but now that I've been getting recorded, I'm like, what the fuck am I been doing?
Oh, you didn't know what you looked like. You didn't have any awareness.
It's like my back and butt is just one. There's no. It's just,
yeah, you have to figure out how to make that roll.
It's like a.
Yeah, it's like my left arm when I do the wave, it'll flow out. That's like this was good with it.
My 2020 broke my twerk game. So.
They said you got the lower lumbar. It's a little stiff.
I'm
stiff in the lower lumbar.
So we're gonna be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly in the 2020. So what has been the good for y'all in 2020?
Man,
I've been enjoying this one.
Pandemic, COVID, and all. I haven't had I've had opportunity to make more money than I normally would make.
You have?
I've made a lot of money. this pandemic, I kind of just sat on it because I don't want to go shopping. I ain't got nowhere to go. So, yeah.
Free 98.
Smell it, didn't you?
I
smelled it. See, I didn't say that. 2020 been good for me, man. This is what I be doing when I get bored. I've been selling legal marijuana. So
flower.
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 But it's flower. But it's medical marijuana. But yeah, it's flower, edibles, and all that stuff, man. So I've been enjoying 2020. It's been a roller coaster.
It's not been bad. I've lost some key people in my life this year.
Man, it's been a lot of loss, man.
Yeah. I lost my pastor of 33 years. I lost my friend Ray Brown of 25 plus years, and they died within a week of each other.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot.
So that was traumatic for me. Like that was a dark little piece of time right there, because you don't get many homeboys or many in your life that you love. Like I didn't have a lot, so real important people.
I started the year off with that. My homeboy OD'd on New Year's this year, and I had to sell all this stuff. Had to bury him, and that was the first person I ever sold a life insurance policy to. So I had to go take it to his mom family, and she didn't know. I had to give her the news. So I started the year off like that.
Yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's hard to even, when I do a recap, it's hard for me to recap it because I'm like, this year it went fast, but it also feel like it was like
forever.
4 years in one time.
Right.
So I'm like, when I try to remember back, I'm like, was that March or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that the whole cast here, we have all got in shape. We've all transformed our bodies.
That's my cue. Chest activate.
Let me see if you can see my other. Let's go, baby.
Oh, he make them pop through the sweater.
So I'm literally, I'm trying to gain on my way back. Because I feel like my head and my teeth are too big for me to just stick.
Hey, man, look, you the only...
But I'm honest, to me, like, I look at a picture of myself and I don't see attractive. I see frail. I see skinny. That's not attractive.
So you're just still in the process of sculpt. You're fine-tuning now.
Right.
Because you started 2020... You were bigger, and you had goals to lose weight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You accomplished those goals, and now you're just going to do some fine-tuning. See, it's all about how you word it and how you say it, man. Yeah. You're just going to do some fine-tuning. Myself as well, I lost some weight, gained some muscle, now I got to get rid of this little part. I haven't been eating right.
Man.
So I got still need to suck a little bit.
That's one thing I am doing.
Tank top
so a whole lot better.
Can't go shirtless. I can rock a tank top. Nice. Shirtless.
What has been the biggest lesson y'all have learned so far in 2020?
Oh, that all this shit is fake. That's what I learned in 2020. Man.
Elaborate.
Man, you've seen a lot of things that people have leaned on and decided like it all changed. Like structures, all the NBA, football, all that shit, just our normal lives, our supposed freedoms, all this shit. None of that shit matters, man. What matters is, man, the people around you, loving the people around you, finding your purpose out here in this world, and trying to live that shit and trying to inspire other people to do it. So that's me. That's what I feel like. All this other stuff, Because you see, what I mean by fake is we live in a world where certain people are praised up. They get big money, like all the athletes, all these different people, entertainers, even high-priced jobs. But when shit got serious, the funny, what's the word I'm looking for? The irony. That's it. The irony of everything is that when shit got bad, it's all the people that society really doesn't really pay attention to, all the people that society underpays, all the people that society don't give a fuck about, really are who keeps it going. That's who everybody had to depend on. All the other jobs where I do this and I'm in this department and I wear a tie every day. We don't need you. Take your ass home. I'm doing this and I have this many degrees. Keep your motherfucking ass home. You ain't important. But the janitor needed to be there. The Walmart workers had to be there. The gas station people. So that's what I'm saying. Like all this shit is fake. Like all the superficial shit that really don't matter had to fall away. And then you really see what's important. And that's on our world it happened, and I bet it's happening in people's lives. I guarantee you it's happening all over people's lives. People is falling out your life. Shit is happening. This is what this whole year is about. So that's what I get out of it. It's like, man, we need to be ready for a transition, and everybody needs to be trying to grow. And I see people with fucked up. No, never mind. I don't want to go too far. Never mind.
What was the question?
What is the biggest lesson you learned in 2020?
Trust my gut. Trust my instinct.
That's a good one.
In reflection, for years and years behind, when people will say things like, little whisper things in my ear, and I'm like, can't be right. And it could be somebody who I trust with my everything. But I would never, my way of thinking has always been the right way of thinking. Or how I perceive people is the right way. And there's no middle ground. There's no way for interpretation. Yeah. So instead of when I hear things and my gut is saying, walk away from this, I wouldn't trust that feeling. I'd still, just go by perception, what I'm supposed to do, and stay around people I shouldn't stay around.
And I've been going through that, and I had this epiphany. Me and my friend were just talking, one of my partners. This is the epiphany I woke up with about 2 weeks ago after some shit that happened with somebody I know. Your soul always knows the truth. Always from the jump. Your ego will make you think you special so the shit ain't gonna happen to you.
Right.
You will see, you will read people, you will feel certain things about certain situations. Your soul will tell you, this person ain't right, this is this. You watch them, you see them do all kind of shit. Your ego will trick you thinking you special. Your ego will think, I'm cool enough, I love them enough, I'm real enough, I've been there for them enough for them not to be who they really are. They gonna be who they are. Your soul ain't never wrong. Listen to your soul.
I promise you,
Straight up.
It kept coming to me that one of my friends would talk about me behind my back about what I wore. Like things that I wore. They would say bad things about me. Like I wasn't dressing appropriate. And I would, ignore it because I'm like, well, no, because when she sees me, she says, that's cute what you got on. And she would compliment my attire. And it took for that friendship to dissolve. And I'm like, you could have shown me a screenshot of this a year or two ago.
Fuck him too.
Exactly. Fuck y'all. See, you could have done because at the end of the day, you showed me what she said, cropped it to.
Fuck you too.
What did you say? What did you say? What did you say on top of the bottom?
Was shiny and you was waiting for the shit to fall apart and tell me, thank you, but fuck you very much.
Fuck you very much. Absolutely. Yeah, because like I said, there was a conversation before what she said and after, but you screenshot that little bitty piece.
I don't know nothing about
that. That's my gut would say, instead of me going to say to somebody, like if somebody said Mack O said something about me, I had the option to say fuck Mack O or B, go to Mack O and say, well, Mack O.
Let's have a conversation.
Yeah. And so, and my instinct was always to ignore.
Right.
Ignore it. Like, nah. Everybody loves Tanya. That was like a hashtag I used for like years. I won't use it no more. But that was a serious hashtag. Like, everybody loves Tanya. I couldn't imagine nobody not liking me.
Right. And you know why? Because you be loving people. So you see the world the way that you from the
right. And so I'm not the kind of friend that says like I can't see a woman out in something and say, oh, she ain't got no friends because they let her leave the house like that. I'm like, that's a friend is gonna let you wear whatever you feel comfortable in. Whether I feel like it's cute.
My friends say stop me and I be having some bullshit. They be talking shit. I'm wearing.
That's just because of who you are.
I like
irrational confidence.
Irrational. I know shit crazy.
Biggest lesson?
Yeah.
I think, man, the biggest lesson I've learned is that all of this really is kind of an illusion that you have the authority to really create your reality. That's been the biggest thing, and that your reality is a projection of how you think, your frame of reference. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned that's been the most impactful.
And it's facts. You are creating your reality.
Right.
The proof of that is turn on the news.
Right.
You watch Fox, it's one reality. You watch CNN,
right.
So there's another reality.
Yeah.
You stand in line, you ask one person about a mask and about the coronavirus, it's one reality. You ask another person about a mask, you are literally being shown that you can choose your reality. It's being shown right there in your face. There was a reality before. I watched the world change right in front of me, where it was like, the coronavirus is just some shit that people talk about, fuck that shit, I don't even watch the news, to it's a thing, to it's not, to if you wear the mask, if you don't, like there are so many different realities that you can choose. You can choose to say, hey, it's okay to go out and be safe, or you could choose to say, you should stay in the house and shouldn't talk to nobody. You can choose, like this is all choices.
Your intention, man, your intention, your words, frequencies have really been different. It's really been different.
The world has changed. I don't know. If you're really aware, shit done changed for real, man.
We had the most crazy election this year.
Oh my God.
The election.
Let me ask you one more last question. If there was something that you would like to do different in 2020, what is that? Is there anything you would have done differently had you known what you know now?
Oh,
I don't think I did anything.
People you would have spent more time with. A hustle that you would have hopped on, you didn't.
Yeah, I would have.
A joke you would have said you didn't say.
I don't know, man. I'm sure something.
I can't think of anything that I regret that I just not. I don't have many regrets of 2020. I don't. I don't. I think I made all of my best moves.
I wish I would have got on my shit, my 2020 shit 5 years ago. That's what I wish. If I could go back.
Maybe your maturity.
I go back farther.
Maybe your maturity wouldn't be able to sustain the experience, though. Everything happens in the right time.
There you go. Then I could use that as the answer. You the one gave me the question. You used my imagination. Then it was like, no, brother, you're really.
Yeah, really. Honestly, that's supposed to be doing.
And he said, no, your maturity would not have made you ready. Well, that's my answer. Why
I understand.
He would have felt like he was ready 5 years ago to take on what he's taking on now. Yeah.
I think 2020, man.
Everybody asked the question like, would you have another baby or repeat 2020? I would repeat 2020 for every minute and second that it was.
Yeah, even the baby. 2020 has been like a pure roller coaster. It's been up, it's been down.
It's it's shown true colors. It's shown
areas that need to be
it's shown the weak from the strong who can survive. Because I mean, we're in a pandemic.
I feel like I grew. It made people hustle. It brought out a lot of hustle. I'm gonna tell you,
hella hustle, bro.
I've seen businesses grow. I've seen so many businesses pop up. People that had ideas that were sitting on the back burner. I see them coming up, man. I see people growing.
Man,
we have black people on gas stations, friends of mine.
Yeah,
man. There are major people doing major things. So I feel like 2020 was pressure and pressure. You know what they say about pressure.
2020 definitely applied a lot of pressure.
I think it brought us together. It brought us closer too.
I feel like it made. I really do. I feel like there's more love in the community, like in the world that and people I communicate with. And I'm talking about black, white, I get everybody that comes in here.
Right.
Like the people who come in here, man. Everybody. It feels like it's a conscious effort for people to
Man, support has been surreal, bro.
Love, man. So I feel like it was an evolution year. 2020 was a year that forced us to evolve. And
I didn't like pandemic holiday. I didn't like the pandemic.
Man, but the pandemic made everything all fucked. Do you know I was on Thanksgiving Day shopping for shit to cook? The year threw me all the way off.
I couldn't get to my sisters that are more so, or they didn't want to get together as a group because of COVID. So it was me at my house with my kids, my sister at her house with her kids. It wasn't a family gathering. My sister from Atlanta didn't drive up where we could all get together and have a bond for Thanksgiving, which to me is much better as far as getting together than Christmas.
No doubt.
I see some people do virtual Thanksgiving,
but it's not the same. It's not the same as us hollering at all the kids and the cousins that walk around the corner and come back and ready to smash. It's a vibe that comes with holidays.
Smoke this dish for lunch. Shut up.
Yeah, it's always a vibe. So that was the only thing I didn't like the
jokes and seeing people grow up and
the outfits.
Yeah, the transition from the kid table to the grown-up table.
You used to go buy your kid. I used to go buy my kid Thanksgiving outfits.
What y'all wearing to the
what you wear to Thanksgiving. So now it's like we was just all at my house. Wasn't used to getting dressed up. I didn't take pictures. I didn't take one picture for Thanksgiving.
I didn't either. I was with my mom and we didn't take no pictures.
We didn't take pictures. I had my grandbabies and everything. So
2020 has us all a little rousing down, a little discombobulated.
But you got to stay on your toes. You got to keep it coming. Bob weave, drop your laugh.
All that. Don't get Nate Robinson.
Don't get Nate.
2020 Nate Robinson. Some people
get
Nate.
Get Nate.
I think Nate looked like he didn't learn nothing but it. He was like, he didn't have
a lot of people say, man, talking 2020 like Nate was doing them old videos. I trained with all the best of them. I watched Ali. Man, he was talking like, bro, he was going to come in with that.
Hey, man, it's got to be tough to get
my thing is, could just anybody sign up to fight? Because the other dude is fighting. He was a boxer.
He was 2-0. They were both. They got into it. The dude was evidently somebody who just got famous for being on YouTube. And then he decided he wants to be a boxer. He's already had one fight. I don't know how him and Nate Robinson got into it, but Nate Robinson called him out and said he gonna show him what it's like to fight a supreme top tier athlete. Man, that you just out here playing around. That's when Nate Robinson called him out. Nate Robinson asked for that smoke. Nate Robinson was so sure he was gonna win. He obviously didn't even train worth shit. Damn, bro. That's how confident he was. He came out there with some J's on, and one hit, he just kept bro, and got his ass doofed in front of the world.
Yeah, that was.
And he had the braids with the receding hairline. He got a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, pride comes before the downfall, literally.
So 2020. And
six-packless too. He didn't have a six-pack.
And wrapping up, 2020 has for us, and I know for a lot of people, it has been a pretty good year.
And for those who haven't, man,
it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle
too, because there's been some tough people. We've lost a lot of good people, so I know some people's 2020 has not been as good. We love y'all. Hasn't been ideal. Right. That's better. Right. See, that's what Bridget said. It hasn't been ideal, and some people have made some losses. Some businesses have suffered. So it's been a whole off balance year, and we love y'all.
We love We're gonna go into as far as going into 2021.
So hard, man.
There's no way for us to say this is what I'm going to do because it's so unpredictable.
Well, we can come together. We can't agree that we all gonna try to work together. I've seen that, and that's been lovely, man. I've seen people working together, collaborating. So
there's so much positive energy amongst the culture.
So we can just agree we're gonna work together for 2021, no matter what the bullshit brings us. That we gonna still stick together. That's how we did. We circulated our money.
Life has been so short. One thing we do is make the best of anything and everything.
Yeah. Yes. That's in wrapping up.
Right. So thank you for tuning in to So What You Think Podcast. I'm Preach.
I'm T-Dog.
I'm Mack O.
So
Oh,
2021. I'm just trying to.
And Snoop started singing when he got knocked. Hey man, Snoop is the best singer ever.
Yes, bro.
He said, "Oh Lord,
Like 2020,
God
like,
need to stand." And then that nigga got knocked down.
It quickly.